samurai, they were like knights of the king called Shogun. The samurai people had a status. Who were the ninjas? Basically, they were the counterculture to the Japanese. But they practiced their techniques to such level that they became very fearful.
So you said two words over here. The first is samurai and ninja.
Correct.
Now, when these two words come to my mind, or when I see these two people, what's the difference between both of them? Who are samurais? Who are ninjas?
Okay. Basically, have you heard about the knights?
The knights. The knights in armor.
The knights of armor.
Yeah.
And who were they? They were the soldiers of the king. Okay. Like in the UK, you had a king and then he had knights. They were his loyal soldiers who would go and fight for him. So similarly, who were the ninjas? Basically, they were the counterculture to the Japanese. Samurai, they were like knights of the king called Shogun. In Japanese, the king is known as Shogun, the person who is there. And samurais were the soldiers. They were his loyal soldiers who would go and fight for him. Now, the samurai people had a status. They used to wear two swords. They were the only people that were allowed to carry two swords. One big sword and one short sword. The big sword was known as katana and the short one was called wakizashi. There are some people who are adept at fighting with both the swords. But most of them, basically the short sword was like a companion sword.
Okay.
A samurai would never leave his house without his wakizashi in his belt.
Without a sword.
If a samurai visited a shogun or say, with respect, he would leave his katana at the door. But his wakizashi or the companion sword would still remain with him because in case he is attacked over there, he has another sword to defend himself. So that was the status of the samurai.
That is about the samurai.
And they, because Zen and Buddhism was introduced to the samurai, and because of that, they formed a code of Bushido. So they had to follow the code of Bushido. That code of Bushido is something like loyalty, respect, courage, compassion. All the virtues of the military were, they had to abide by that and follow that. And if they had done any wrong or they practiced with the sword to that level that they would not fear death. And they were ready to give their life for the shogun at an instant. And if they had to die, they would ready to die commit seppuku. Seppuku is known as Japanese suicide, where if they have done something wrong and disobeyed the master or done something different, then they would commit what is called a harakiri. Harakiri was that he was given a short sword, knife or sword or a wakizashi to cut his belly. And there would be a samurai behind him with a katana. Moment he cuts the belly, his head would be chopped by the other samurai who is standing beside him. That was the order they would lay their life for if they have done anything wrong. Now, Who were the ninjas? Basically, they were the counterculture to the Japanese. Ninjas were nothing, they were ordinary people, they were farmers.
Okay.
But they practiced their techniques to such level that they became very fearful. Basically, when in 729 AD, there was an upheaval of many warlords like Taira, Sugawa, Fujiwara, Minamoto. These warlords, they were families, and to come to the power, to become the shogun of the day, they were constantly fighting with each other. And when they were fighting each other, they would want to know what the other guy, enemy's power, enemy's strength, enemy's weaknesses.
Uh-huh.
So they would employ the ninja to do the dirty work.
Okay.
So the ninjas were basically intelligence gathering, assassinators, subterfuge, camouflaging, and these were the things that they were masters in that. So the samurai people used to give the ninja that dirty work to get the information. So when they are going into battle with the other family, they would be ready.
So what is the difference between the philosophies, samurai and ninjas? Is it the same or is it different?
Uh, when it comes to ninja philosophy, I'll come to it. Basically, samurai people is obey any orders that given by the master, and they, even if at the moment of defeat, they will not come back, not return the steps, because they were guided by the code of Bushido.
Yes.
And for that, there was rigidity in the things. Do or die. There was no in between.
Like an army.
Like an army. Do or die. You go forward. If the orders are given to go forward, they go forward, but they will not retreat. While ninjas had no such code of A.
Okay.
Because they had no code of A, the only code was win at all costs and do anything and everything to the advantage. So they would come in the darkest of the night, strike when the samurai people are still sleeping, create mayhem, fire, things like that, disturb the whole army, and create fear in the heart of the samurai. And that's why ninjas were highly feared by the samurai.
So when we say the word ninja, the first color that comes to my mind is black. So is it true that they used to wear black always? Is it just a myth?
Black is the color that has come about very lately in the modern day.
Okay.
Have you heard about kabuki theaters where puppets?
Yes.
And in the puppets, they depict the different puppets, making them wear black clothes.
Uh-huh.
But basically, black was not the uniform of the ninja. It is the uniform of modern ninja today. Today they are wearing black.
Okay.
But actually, because ninjas never wore black, because even in the darkness, black can be easily seen.
Yes. You can see the shadow.
You can see the complete silhouette. So they remain in shadows, they remain in conceal. So if they wear black, then it is they will be discovered.
It will be a suicide mission.
Yeah. So they used another word, another type, purple.
Purple.
Purple blends with the darkness of environment and gives them the shadow effect which you cannot see. The black is the modern version of today's classes where they are wearing black clothes and going. Sometimes they wear grey or sometimes they wear black.